Good afternoon and welcome to the Perkins Garages YouTube channel. This here is an Arctic White MG3 Excite featuring the 1.5 litre naturally aspirated petrol engine producing 105 PS of power. That 105 PS of power is then transmitted through a beautiful 5-speed manual gearbox. We are registered on a 68 registration, so we're going to be taking MG warranty with us until January 2026. The vehicle is done 18,000 miles, so it's very low mileage and in top conditions. If you're after a very good value vehicle with a good balance of warranty remaining on it and it's jam full of technology, then this MG3 Excite is the number. So let's start at the front. I'm sorry, but we had a bit of rain earlier, so please excuse a little bit of rain there. So I'm just going to use the key to unlock the vehicle, like so. We do have daytime running lamps featuring in this little perimeter of the lamp like so. So during the daytime with the engine running, they're always going to be nice and visible. They're backed up with some really high quality headlights as well. Coming around the front bumper, got some lovely MG badging on a honeycomb style front grille. And that takes us round nicely to the offside front wheel, which is 16 inches in diameter. These are referred to as diamond cut alloy wheels. We've got the nice silver shiny face there with the gloss black just behind. We've also got the silver painted brake calipers on this as well. So now we're in the market of the body, so we're going to use what we do have left of the sunlight on this lovely Friday afternoon, and we're going to work our way down the body, showing you the amazing condition of the body on this MG3. So then we're going to end at the offside rear wheel. We've got a nice view of that. We're going to gently make our way round to the rear of the vehicle, where we are greeted with rear parking sensors all the way around. We'll have a look inside the boot in a minute. We're just going to give the near side the exact same treatment. So we're going to work our way from the top to the bottom of the vehicle. So there is the near side rear wheel and the near side front wheel. Marvellous. Okay, so let's have a look inside the boot. The MG3 boasts a very generously, I need to unlock the vehicle first, very generously volumed boot. I like to refer to it as a TARDIS. It's quite dark in here, so hopefully you can see all that quite nicely. Like so. So you've got a nice deep filling boot there underneath this little cover, additional storage, and we've got a tyre presser and sealing kit to keep you going in the right direction. But you'll be very surprised the volume of this boot. It's a very deep filling boot and you'll be surprised how much you can get in there. Okay, close that up now and let's have a look inside the rear. So opening up the offside rear door, we're looking at the passenger door card, electric windows on every corner. Looking into the rear now, this one already has the MG mats in it. Excuse my muddy footprints, I've just done the photographs. So we've got some nice MG mats in there as well. And the interior on the MG3 Excite is a cloth interior. So it's got this two-tone cloth style, so it's got a charcoal and a lighter grey there as well. Very perforated, very comfortable material, and you can see the cushioning on that. Two ISOFIX points on this vehicle, so both rear end seats, you can clip the old ISOFIX seats in, keeping the little ones nice and secure. Coming round to the driver's door now. So I'm going to take the key out of my pocket to begin with. There's your remote central lock-in with a key blade as standard. So I'm going to pop that in the ignition so I don't lose it. But we have control of all four windows on the driver door card, along with an override lock switch there as well. Interior locking is found next to the door handle. Panning round now, we can look at the driver's seat. Making our way down, again the two-tone cloth with the lovely grey stitch in there as well. Okay, so I'm just going to jump in the vehicle. You're going to hear a bit of distortion on the microphone, so give me a second. And start the engine. First thing I'm going to do is lower the blower motor down, like so. Okay, so this is the driver display. So if I just try and get focus on that, unfortunately it's quite sunny. There we are. Left hand side is a very conventional RPM gauge. Oh, Friday tunes on. Let me just turn radio 2 down. So we have the RPM gauge to the left hand side and the speedo to the right hand side, along with a fuel gauge at the bottom right there as well. In the middle we have a coolant temperature light. If displayed blue, the vehicle is still getting to temperature. Once that extinguishes, it will not be visible. If it was overheating, it would appear to be red, so that is the coolant temperature gauge on the MG3. Down in the little section below there is a little digital driver display, and from there we can cycle through with a button on the end of the indicator. Apologies, I'm just trying to get it to focus. Like so. So we've got a digital fuel range, we have an instantaneous MPG, an average MPG, average speed, distance to next service. That is the odometer, so this vehicle has done 18,824 miles. We've got different trip computers on there and an ambient temperature sensor as well. Very handy in the winter months. So that's a little bit around the display. I want you to zoom out once more. The left hand side is all of your volume controls, along with a mute button there as well. Below it we do have phone connectivity, so you can pick up and decline phone calls using that button there. Have one for source. On the right hand side we have a programmable button there and a voice command button also. That links me lovely to discuss the infotainment screen. So once again, I'm going to have to be quite cunning with my angles here, I feel, so please just give me a second where I can get somewhere that you can see what I'm doing. I think that's about right there. So to the left hand side in orange is the radio controls. See, the sunblind helps, not much. Radio controls, Bluetooth phone, we've got TPMS, tyre pressure management system, so you can see every single tyre pressure on all four corners along with the temperature also. Go back to the home screen, you got videos and pictures there for if you had them on a USB, you can plug it in and view those. Set up there with a load of your different settings, including Bluetooth and different volume settings there as well. And of course at the bottom right hand side, this car is supported of Apple CarPlay, so if you do have an Apple phone, plug your phone in using the USB data point down there and it will mirror your iPhone onto that screen there, taking advantage of all the software, all the amazing software you have on your phone. So notoriously the Excite doesn't come with navigation, but if you do have an iPhone, you can plug your iPhone in and use Apple Maps on this screen. So if the reason for not buying this vehicle was maps and you have an iPhone, don't worry, you can have a very good value car with your iPhone and have your navigation on there. And that applies to Google Maps, Waze, any other map application you like to use. That can all be transpired onto that screen. Just below we have some very nice easy buttons to navigate through. A source button again for previous and forward song. That's your home button alike, and a volume rocker. One for mute at the end there as well. Just below that section there is where you'll find your heating, ventilation and air conditioning controls. Temperature rocker is to the left hand side along with an on and off switch. To either opposing sides we have a front demist, a rear demist, air conditioning and recirculation can be found in the middle, and at the bottom we have a whole array of different flow of vents to be chosen down there. Once more, in this little cubby hole down here is a USB and a 12 volt socket to keep you nicely charged up on those longer journeys. A series of buttons including one for traction control, a hazard switch and an automated stop start function override. Previously mentioned, it is a 5-speed manual, so a lovely, positive, sporty feeling changing through the boxes of these MGs. Massive fan, these drive lovely. So if you haven't driven an MG3, you'd like to come drive one, give us a call, 01376 550 899. We'll get you booked in for the weekend, and I hope to see you then. Goodbye for now.